Qigong and Tai Chi together. Something that anyone can join in, even if you've never practiced or taken a class in Qigong or Tai Chi, you can jump right in. So, a couple of things that I want us to think about as we settle into a little soft movement, just shifting your weight a little side to side. You'll need a little space around you. So the couple of things I want us to focus on as we go through our practice today is, first of all, the center of our body being kind of at the belly or the core. So as Westerners, we're very familiar with the idea and the language of the core of our body, and that we want to strengthen our muscular core. But a great way to think about the middle of your body is also as being where movement, really good natural movement, originates from. So you want to move from that center of your body so that everything else is connected and moving with you, instead of pieces moving in different directions, or having your arms and your legs being the driving force of your movement. So if you think of relaxing your extremities and having the center of your body being the focus of your movement, not overdoing anything, but relaxing as you go, you'll find that movement becomes something that feels better and feels more natural and doesn't exhaust you. So we're going to use this and come back to this idea of moving from your middle as we go through our time together. So still shifting your weight side to side. And the next idea we're going to remember as we go is this idea of a little bit of sinking down. So instead of trying to get taller and taller, where you stiffen your joints and you lock things into extension, we're actually going to go in the reverse direction, a little bit softer, a little bit easier at the joints and the tissues. For the same purpose as we move from our middle, it's the most strategic way of conserving our energy and moving as one unit. The same thing goes for a little bit of sinking down. So we're more relaxed, we're more at ease, we're not overdoing, and our whole body comes into agreement with this philosophy. So go ahead and start listening to your own unique body. See where, even in this easy weight shift side to side, where are you overdoing things? Where do you tend to stiffen up or hold a little bit of tension and practice letting go? All right? Because anything that's going to show up in this easy weight shift like we're doing now is certainly going to show up as we do other movements along the way. Yeah, so this is one of my home bases, one of my favorite go-to easy movements, because you can really listen to what's happening in your body here and adjust, relax. Let's start to breathe. Notice your inhale. And notice your exhale, and let's start to combine it with this flowing movement. So it might slow down your weight shift side to side, and you don't have to match mine. So let's breathe into one side and breathe out to the next side. There's no hurry. The more weight shifts you do, don't add to extra points. This is all about quality and not quantity. So take it easy. Nice breath in as you shift to one side. Easy breath out to the next side. Easy shoulders and arms. Maybe even feel the sensation of your arms really dangling at your side. If you want to give them a little shake and test it out, Make sure they're loose and just hanging. A few more weight shifts like this. Still moving from our middle and still sinking down a little bit. Joints are soft and movable. Feet are settled into the floor. Your toes are movable. All right, we're going to ease our way into a center position with our body. Let's move the center of the body and have it flow into the rest. So we're going to start with a little bit of an inhale that brings you up a bit, and an exhale that sinks you right back down. So we're hooking that breath immediately to the movement up, and then to the movement as you sink down and relax. Any amount of a little bend in your knee, as long as it's not causing you discomfort. So if you have any knee issues, this can be just a slight bend. A few more times, just with the breath leading the body up. And then exhale, relax down. 2 more times like this. Breathe in. And breathe out. 1 more time, breathe in. And breathe out. We're going to continue. It's just a little adjustment, adding a little movement. Breathe in, float the arms up. Exhale, release down to your sides. Again, they cross in front of the heart. Lift and open. Exhale, relax down to your side. Opening the heart like the flower. Breathe in. And exhale, open. You can think of your heart softening as you open and drop. 2 more times. Breathe in, lift and open. And exhale, relax down. 1 more time like this. Breathe in, up. And breathe out. Relax everything down. Right back to that weight shift side to side. Arms are loose. Give them a little shake test to make sure they're nice and loose. Shoulders too. Start to feel the lower extremities now. The joints are still open. Easy to move. You're still moving from that middle of the body is what's carrying you side to side. And that breath is hooked to the movement. So whatever speed your breath is taking you in, that's what your body responds to. Take a deep breath into one side. And exhale, relax to the other side. And breathe in. And breathe out. 1 more time like this. Breathe in. And breathe out. Good. We're going to add a little basic footwork here. Here's an empty step where we're going to shift the weight over to your right. The left toes float forward and rest on the floor. There's no weight in that foot. And you have space between your legs. And then you're going to bring that left foot back in, shift over to that left foot, your right toes float forward, and you sink down. So it's a little bit more of a balance exercise. You're supporting yourself all the way on 1 foot at a time, and there's a slow, continuous flow back and forth. Breathe in to step. And breathe out to place. And breathe in. And out. And breathe in. And out. Let's go ahead and just float the arms right up in front of the belly. So remember that belly, that core area is the center of the body that we're moving from. Your palms are facing the center of the body, and you can notice that space between your palms and that center. Shoulders are easy and relaxed, so don't overdo this at your arms. See if you can do this with as little effort as possible. They're just floating in space. Exhale, place. And inhale, step. Exhale, place. So when I shift my weight, I float everything up from the center. When I exhale, I sink down from the center. So the whole body's responding to this step and a little lift. And an exhale and relax down. Let's do a few more of these. Breathe in and out. And breathe in and out. One more time to each side. Step on that left foot. Float the right toes forward, just resting on the floor. And last time, step on that right foot and place the left toes forward. Good. Let's bring that left foot back into place. You're still in this open channel, space between the legs. Feel the floor underneath. Maybe give your toes a little wiggle. Feel your heels relaxing into the floor. Good. Let's open the door. Take a breath in. Arms float to the front. Elbows sink in, and then relax the arms down. A little softening of any amount to the knees as well. And breathe in, everything floats up. Draw it in, exhale, relax and sink down. Again, breathe in. And breathe out. Another beautiful, simple exercise where you've got a little bit of movement happening. You can listen to your body. See where you're overdoing. See where you tend to tense up and train those areas to do less. Moving from the middle. And exhale, sink down. 2 more times. Deep breath in. And easy breath out. Last time here, breathe in. And breathe out. Nice. Right back to that easy weight shift side to side. This time, let's walk the feet maybe a little bit wider than hip width apart. So a little more space if you're comfortable with that. If not, keep your feet where they were under your hips. As we shift our weight side to side now, that opposite heel is naturally going to float up in the air. And we're going to go for a little bit of a rotation. So remember, the center of the body is what's leading us side to side. As we go a little further side to side, that center of the body is going to turn and twist us a little bit each way. It's just a natural thing that's going to happen. So let your legs respond and just flow towards that direction as well. Good. So if this is feeling good to you, you can stay right at this pace, keeping the back relaxed and just enjoying that little bit of rotation, range of motion for your back. If you want to go into a little bit more of a momentum swing, you can start putting just a little bit of effort into starting that swing around, and then the momentum is going to keep it going for you. Hardly any effort at all. Relax the shoulders, let the arms just swing around and bounce off the body. A nice distraction at the shoulder joint. Now breathe. this and see what's happening at your neck and your shoulders. How can you get a little more just loose and easy here? Make this as natural as possible. Couple more here. And then start to just easy, gently slow down that twist. Let the belly come towards the front. Heel toe your feet back a little bit closer underneath the hips. Nice. All right. Little tiny weight shift here. We're gonna do grasping the bird's tail facing front. All right. So this is a version where we're going to just do a bow step towards the front, shifting the weight forward and back. And we'll start with the legs and then add the arms as we go. All right? So we're starting off in our open channel position. We're going to shift our weight onto your right foot. So that left foot is unweighted. You're going to float the toes up and open from that center of the body just a little bit. So you're turned towards the left a bit. And then step onto that left foot. That right foot's going to come into a T-step position, heel resting towards or even resting on that opposite ankle. Yeah? And then we're going to do a bow step to the front. So remember, a bow step is where you're going to have an opening channel again as you step forward. So I'm not stepping directly in front of that standing leg, but a little bit out. This gives you a lot more support as you shift your weight forward and you shift your weight back. So we're going to do this once we get the arms added in. This is all the legs are doing here. Again, moving from the center of the body to the front and then resting back towards the back foot. Yeah? Easy back and forth. On the last one, we're going to float those front toes up, unweight that front foot and float it back into the open channel. Those left toes spin around towards the front, and we're back where we started. So let's do the same thing on the other side, just the legs to begin with. Here we go. Shifting your weight onto your left foot. That right foot's unweighted, the toes from the center of the body just roll open and then put your weight onto it. Left foot comes into a T-step position. You're supported all through that right leg. And here's our bow step again to the front. Nice open channel. As you shift your weight forward, relax. And then keep both feet planted. Shift your weight a little towards the back foot. And then shift it towards the front. And shift back. And front. And then on the last time we shift back, the front toes float up. And we ease that foot back into the open channel. The toes turn towards the front and we're right back to our weight shift. All right? So let's do that again. This time we'll add the arms with it. So this is a version of grasping the bird's tail. I'll talk you through it. Here we go. Let's shift our weight onto your right leg. Unweighting that left leg. The body rolls open a little bit to the left as you step onto that left foot. Ease the right foot into T-step. We're going to embrace the moon. So your left hand is circling on top of that round moon or big round ball. And the right arm is circled and cradling it underneath. Okay? As we do the bow step coming forward, that lower arm comes up, and now you've got that moon between the palms, front and back. We're going to spin that moon around to the left, As we shift the weight back, we draw it back, send it off to the side. And here we go again. Grab that moon and ease it forward right between the palms. Roll it around to the left and roll it back. And again. Lean it forward. Roll, grasp that bird's tail. You can imagine a bird's tail here and you're pulling it and sending it off. 2 more times. Forward. Roll and the body shifts back and opens a little to the left. And last time. Whole body comes forward. And the whole body comes back. This time those front toes are floating up and we ease that front foot into our open channel. Just relax the arms, reset the body. Easy weight shift side to side. Take a listen and see where you might have tightened up, where you feel a little tense. Target those areas as you go to stay a little bit more easy and loose. All right, so we're ready for the second side. Grasp the bird's tail. So let's shift your weight onto that left foot. Open the body to the right. And then step onto that right foot. T-step with the left foot. Just resting on that opposite ankle. And let's embrace our moon. Right hand on top, left hand cradling underneath. Bow step to the front. Lower arm comes forward. Now that moon is between the palms. Roll it to the right and shift your weight back. Pull it and send it off. And then here we go again. The moon is back between the palms. Ease it forward. Roll it right. Grasp the bird's tail. Send him away. And again, bring it forward. Roll it right. Grasp and roll back. Remember, we're still moving from the center of the body. The whole body comes forward. The whole body comes back and opens a little bit to the right. 2 more times. Ease it forward. Grasp, pull back and roll it open. Here's our last time. Shifting forward. Roll it around and ease it back. This time the front toes float up. And ease that front foot back into your open channel. Turn the right toes forward. Let's go back to that check-in place of weight shift side to side. Easy hips and back. So for me, when I come to one of these home-based places, I can always find a little bit of tension in my lower back. So that's where I tend to get a little bit tight and overwork. All right, but we're all unique, so listen to your body. When you come to this home base, whether you're practicing Tai Chi with me or in a class somewhere, or whether you're just going through your day, go into your little weight shift. Take a good listen to your body. See where you need to relax so that you can go through the rest of your day feeling better and not continuing to hold and build that tension, which will result in discomfort and pain and fatigue. Yeah? So, really wise for us to notice our patterns and deal with them in a really helpful way. And that's what Tai Chi, yoga, meditation, all of those contribute to that process. All right. Let's do some circles at the shoulders and the hips. Let's start at the hips. If you want to place your hands in the front of your hips, that might help you kind of feel that area. Or feel free to relax your arms down by your sides. We're going to do some, it looks like doing a little hula hoop from when you were a kid. Start out with your feet in an open channel. Relax into your knees and your hips and your ankles, and start a really small circling of the hips around to the left. No need to make great big circles unless it just goes there and it feels great. But start small. Everything's moving together here. So you're not just moving from your hips. You're moving your back, your shoulders, your knees, your ankles. Everything is responding from this movement coming from the center of your body. Relax as you go. And notice what happens. Nice long breaths in and out. A breathing pattern that works for me with these is to take a breath in as you start a circle, and a breath out as you finish a circle. Yeah? That's straight from the Pilates handbook. Breathe in and breathe out. One more this direction. Soft back and hips. And then make your way towards center. Pause a moment here in center. Just notice how things feel. Always valuable to just consider how things are doing. Take a good listen. The more pauses you take and check in with your body, the more in tune and the better you're going to hear those cues and those signals from yourself. It's like becoming a friend to yourself. The more you talk to someone, the more you know them. All right, so we're going to reverse that circle. Take your time floating the hips from the center of the body around to that right side now. Feet are relaxed into the floor. Ankles are loose, knees are loose, hips are loose, back is loose. Shoulders are just responding naturally to that flow. And you can keep it super small or maybe explore a little bit larger of a circle. There's no hurry. And if that breathing pattern that I use helps you, take a deep breath in to start the circle, and a deep breath out to finish it. Whole body relaxing, becoming comfortable. Even the neck, the shoulders. One more this direction. And then coming into that center place. Nice. All right, so remember that little bit of a lift of the body with the inhale that we started the class with, and then a sinking down with the exhale. We're going to return to that and add a circling of the shoulders as we go. So again, that center of the body is leading us with the breath in each direction. Breathe in, lift a little up. Breathe out, float a little down. So the shoulders are gonna circle, starting to the front, lift them up. As you come down, they float to the back, and then the shoulders drop down. Everything coordinated together. Breathe in. And breathe out. Again, shoulders front and up and back and down. 2 more times here. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. And here's our last time. Breathe in. And breathe out. Relax everything. Let's check in with those arms, hands, wrists, fingers. Give them a little shake. Add a little weight shift to it if you want. Let everything get nice and loose. And then relax down. Good. All right, one more movement. Pretty much everything we've done, you will find in the short form, but I want to take one part of the 24 movement short form and just work on it kind of slowly and break it apart with you today. So I want to work on parting the horse's mane. We're going to start with just the footwork again, like we did grasping the bird's tail facing each other. All right, so we're going to learn the footwork and then we'll add the arms after that. So for this one, we're going to do another bow step, but we're going to step that bow step instead of to the front, we're going to step it out to the side. So starting off to this right side, again, you've got a nice wide base of support as you shift the weight to that front foot, and then you shift the weight to the back foot. How wide you take your feet in a bow step is totally up to you. So this is a nice angle for you to see how wide I put my feet. But oftentimes I'll go too wide and then I just adjust and bring that front foot a little closer in. All right, so find the bow step that's comfortable for your body. Once we get here, we'll be doing that same weight shift front and back that we did earlier. And then on our last weight shift to the back foot, we're going to unweight the front foot, toes lift, ease that foot back into an open channel, and we'll do the same thing off to the left. So stepping onto that right foot, the left foot comes into that T step and then opens into that bow step off to the left. Shift the weight from the center of the body forward. And then everything sinks back. And then shift the weight forward. And shift the weight back. Easy shoulders and arms. So practice right here, not overdoing or tightening up in the upper body. If that's your pattern, it'll definitely come out the minute we add the arms to it. Okay, so they're totally relaxed, easy. And then on the last weight shift back, that front foot is nice and free to float up, turn the toes towards the front, find your open channel facing one another again. All right, so that's it for the lower part of the body. Now we'll add the arms without overdoing, without tensing up the shoulders or overdoing the arms, and I'm very good at overdoing arms. So as a dancer, I'm used to making arms really big and open, so you want to keep them closer to your center. Think of the further away and out you go, the more your arms are going to try to take over and guide the movement. But you want that center of the body to really be the guide. The arms are just following. They're just responding to what the center of the body is doing. Okay, so let's start first side. Shifting your weight onto that left foot. Right foot comes into T-step. We're going to embrace the moon again, or your big round ball. Left hand on top, right hand on the bottom. Here's our bow step off to the right side. As we do our bow step, we're going to part the horse's mane. Imagine stroking under his neck and out, and over his mane and down. And then we're going to sink back and embrace that moon again. So both feet stay planted. We're going to go again, part the horse's mane, and then wrap back around the moon. All right? Whole body moving forward. Relax the shoulders. And then the whole body moving back, wrapping around the moon. And forward. And back. Let's hook the breath. So a nice big exhale as you move forward. Inhale as you sink back. And big exhale forward. Inhale back. 2 more times like this. Easy shoulders and neck. Exhale. And inhale. Last time. Exhale. And inhale. And then those front toes float up. Rotate front. Relax the arms down by your side. Little weight shift. Check in with the body. See what you need to relax. Sink down. Easy does it. And here we go to the second side. All right, shifting your weight onto your right leg. Unweighting that left foot. Ease it into your T-step. All right, embracing the moon this time. Right hand on top. Left hand hugging underneath. And here's our bow step off to the left. Part the horse's mane. Stroking up his neck. Down the back of his mane, and then shift the weight back, embrace the moon again. And part the horse's mane. And wrap around the moon. Big exhale, everything comes forward. Inhale, float it back. And exhale forward. Inhale back. 2 more times here. Inhale forward. Exhale back. And last time, inhale. And exhale. Unweight those front toes, roll them towards the front. Right back to our weight shift side to side. Check in with your body, relax everything. Sink down in the hips a little bit. When you sink down in your hips a little bit, instead of lifting up and having an arch in your lower back, which we often do, when you sink down in your hips, look what happens. Whoop. The lower back gets a little bit longer and easier. Okay, so check that out on your own body and see if that's true for you. All right, let's cool down a little bit. We're gonna do the reverse of that opening the heart like the flower, where you lift the body up and the arms open in response to it and then sink down. This time we're gonna go out and up. And then the palms are going to float right down the center of the body, right past that core that we've been focusing on as the movement initiator. Again, take a deep breath in, float everything up. Exhale. This is a great practice in sinking down. This is called receiving rain showers from heaven. So everything's open and loose. And now we're storing in all the good stuff right into the center of the body. And again, breathe in and out. And breathe in and out. If your breath cycle's faster than mine, that's okay. You don't have to match my speed. Find your rhythm. Sink down. Let's go 2 more times here. Easy neck. So if you're comfortable floating the gaze up, and then as you sink down, let the chin soften down towards the chest. 1 more time. Breathe in. And breathe out. Relax the body. Let's gather the chi. So we're going to float the arms out to the side. Little softening of the elbows, and then the palms pass again right down the center of the body. The breath starts the movement out, and the breath sinks everything down. Totally fine to have a little lift, and then a sinking, relax. And breathe in. And out. Let's go one more time. Breathe in. And out. Relax the arms all the way down to your sides. Feel the floor underneath the feet. And then slowly shift your weight on to one foot, unweight the other foot, and ease that foot together. And that's it. But that's not all. So what you want to do is take this practice with you a little bit into everything you do during the day. So you're not leaving it behind, you're exploring your own patterns, how you can move well through your day. And just the fact that you're noticing your body as you go is a great kind of moving meditation, no matter what you're doing. Check in with yourself. Where are you tense or tight? Relax those places. Develop a better relationship with how you can take care of yourself all through the day, so that when you get to the end of your day, you feel better, you're not exhausted, you're not full of tension and tightness. And that's what everybody wants. It's a universal desire. So this is one of the ways that you can do that. All right, so thanks for joining. And I'll be back here next week. Tonight there is Unwind with Yoga at 6:30. So right here, we'll do a nice gentle practice of moving, a little stretching, lots of breathing, and relaxing. So feel free to join us then. Thanks. See ya.